Thank you for joining. Hey, Arabelle, Sheila the D, Rob, Tori. Thank you for tuning in, Tori. I appreciate you. Christy, Royal Stone. All right. Latinaism, Sadie's, Adam. Thank you. It's about to get good. And I'm going to start in just 1 minute. I'm going to let a few more people get on here. I really appreciate y'all for joining in. Rels, what's going on, Jameson? That's right. Notorious Biz. All day. If you need to get one of these, I'll tell you how to get one of these later on. Engineer Cashflow, what's going on? Love from Cali. So we got everybody from the East Coast to the West Coast. I think even a couple people from Hawaii. So we got 6 time zones on here. All right. MV Sun, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to give people 1 more minute to log in, and then we'll get started with our presentation. There's a bunch of people who asked for this presentation specifically. So, Shao, what's going on? I got the Shao time on right now, all day. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Leah, thank you for joining in. I'm just waiting for the people who actually needed this presentation. Shannon, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, for sure. No matter what house we have, you always got to represent Brooklyn all day. Mike, thank you for showing love, man. Appreciate you. Sensei, thank you for stopping by. It's crazy. I want to start this presentation, but everybody who's on right now already either owns property, invests in property, or is a partner. So this presentation really isn't for you guys at this point, but I appreciate you guys showing love. I think it says something that the people who are early on time are already successful and already doing what it is they need to be doing, but that could be a bias. Yeah, the Notorious Bears is popular. This shirt kills every time, so it's one of my favorite pieces. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. Maybe there's some people that logged on that I can't see, and we'll see what's going on. How's everybody otherwise? Everybody's enjoying their Sunday? Oh, that MJ special? I'll definitely try to catch it. I'm gonna give people a couple more seconds. All right, yeah. Shout out to everybody in New York. I know all my people back home are going through it. Some people are doing not so well financially. Hey, Margie, thank you for joining. We're getting ready to get started here in a second. We have enough people, but everybody who's joined is Julian. Thank you for joining. I'm getting ready to get started here in a second. Or I might just start. This will go on YouTube, and then everybody who needs to see it will see it. But basically, this presentation is something that I wanted to put together because people are getting a stimulus package. And from what I'm seeing on people's stories or the conversations that I'm hearing, people aren't necessarily making the best choices, in my opinion, with what they're doing with that stimulus package. I'm seeing a lot of people ordering things online, or maybe they're just joking about it, or they're paying off bills. Babito Ross, thank you for stopping by. Babito Ross, check his page out. He has some really great merch. You're going to see some of his merch in probably one of my later interviews coming up in a couple of weeks. But that being said, I just wanted to give people an opportunity. There's so many people who say, I don't have enough money to start investing in real estate. Hey, Marva Moon, thank you for joining in. See, it's perfect. As soon as I start talking, people are starting to get in. So I'm just going to continue to keep going. So people are getting this $1,200, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000. AA Stocks, thank you for stopping by. And what's happening is they're taking that money, and instead of using that free money to invest or do something novel because it's free money, they're using it the same as they would a regular check. And a lot of those people who are saying that they aren't, in a position that they want to be, or they're not working at a job but they want to work, there's a reason, right? And it's potentially the choices that you're making with your money and the opportunities that you have. You're not fully capitalizing on those opportunities. So I wanted to put together a quick presentation that shows people that with that $1,200, I'm willing to give way more money than I ever would based on this special opportunity. So I just want to say thank you to American Pharaoh for joining in. Josh, thank you for stopping by. AJ, thank you for stopping by. So I'm just going to get started with this presentation. So I also want to give a shout out to Shannon Brown. Create Your Own Empire. She helped me with this presentation. She's a sponsor of today's show. So here we go. I want to welcome everybody to Stimulus Check Optimization. Shannon helped me with this display. She helped me format everything, and she can help you do this. So if you want to have a more professional live video, you're going to want to stop by her page, and you're going to want to check her out. So with that being said, let's move forward. Currently, if you were to invest $500 to $1,000 in my company, you'd only get 1%, right? Which is $5 to $9. Now, some people are going to say, well, that's not really going to change my life, right? And it shouldn't. $500 shouldn't be a number that could change your life. But it's more about the opportunity, and it's more about getting in the rhythm of investing and starting to make your money work for you. And if you notice, that's why lazy money's up there, right? If your money's sitting in Chase Bank or Bank of America, or one of those larger banks, your money's not doing anything for you. It's doing something for the bank, it's doing something for the shareholders, but it's not really benefiting you. So what I want to do is get you in the mindset so that you can go ahead and start practicing this ritual. And that's why this $1,200 was a really good opportunity, because with this $1,200, you could take a portion of it, as little as $500, and kind of put it to the side. So I don't have to read off the tiers. That's what the presentation is up there for. But I'm going to move forward and kind of show you guys what I'm willing to offer, the two options I'm willing to offer if you wanted to take a portion or a whole $1,200 stimulus check and invest it. So if you were to invest in a variable, you know what? I'll start with fixed first. If you were to invest fixed, right? Fixed means you're guaranteed a return. So if you were to invest your money for 3 years, let's say, every year you're guaranteed to make this amount, rain, sleet or snow, sunshine, whatever it is, right? So if you were to put in $500 of your money, I'm willing to pay you 5% on your dollar. Again, $25 annually is way better than you're going to get if you leave your money in Chase Bank. Anybody who has money in Chase Bank, just think about how much money you have if you have $1,000. You don't get $1 even at the end of the year. So I'm willing to give you 25 times what Chase Bank is willing to give you. Now, if you feel like that's not good enough for you, then why are you accepting, 25 times less from Chase Bank? Right? Mom Bosspreneur, thank you for joining. Now, if you were to invest your whole $1,200, I'm willing to give you 12%. Right? 12%. I'm willing to give you $144 for your stimulus check. Now, if you don't need that stimulus check and it's free money, instead of just putting it towards a bill or letting it sit in the bank, you're going to get an extra $144, and that's annually. So after 3 years, you're looking at $450, give or take, off of a $1,200 investment. You're basically almost going to double your money without putting in an extra dollar, and that's all found money. So I'm hoping that the people who are tuning in who are not already investors are listening to this, and it's kind of starting to sink in. This is the precursor to becoming a landlord, and this is how landlords make their money, or make a piece of their money. Tyler, thank you for joining in. So the fixed rate. this is a solid investment. And for those who already invest, you understand that anything over 8 to 10% is an amazing deal. Now, I'm not giving this deal to people who are going to invest $20,000 and $30,000. It wouldn't make sense. This is specifically for a price range to kind of get people in the game. So this is like a special offer, and it came up organically. Now, fixed is for somebody who's willing to invest safely. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So for those who are willing to take a risk with this free money, I offer you the variable rate. Variable is going to be computed monthly. You can make from 0 to 15%. Hey, Jalil, thank you for joining in. Now, I want you to go back to the first 500, right? Kind of keep that number in your head. I can bounce back if I need to. So if you wanted to have a secured, guaranteed return, with $500, I would be willing to give you back $24 a year. But if you were willing to take a risk, you'd be able to make up to $75 annually off that $500, or $180 off of a $1,200 investment. So now, what is this risk you're talking about, Hussein? Everybody knows I invest in real estate. I flip properties. I invest. I do property management. I speculate. I consult. I do all these things in terms of real estate. So the game plan is to pool your money, purchase a property, have a tenant paying rent, and when that rent money comes in, every month you get a check. Now the check is going to be based on how much money you're willing to put in. The more you put in, the more you get. And it's not even relative. The higher investment, the more returns you're going to get. I'm willing to pay you a higher interest rate at a higher yield. Nobody's giving out 12% on anything. If you looked into CDs right now, money market, even stocks, you're not getting a 12%, 15% return. It's just not in the market. Now, I know my numbers, and I know I'm able to afford this, so this is something I'm willing to present. And I want to see who's going to jump on this, because there's so many people who say, you know what, Hussein, I really want to get in, I don't have the money. I want to, but I have this. Now, you got this stimulus check, and if you needed it for you to pay your rent, I understand, then this conversation isn't for you at this time. But if you aren't laid off and it's just extra money, are you going to buy a TV? Are you going to buy a couch? Are you going to try to get a new car? Are you going to buy some clothes? What are you doing with that money? Because this situation could impact any of us, right? So I just want you guys to think about it really quickly. Now, I'm going to stop here for a second and see if anybody has any questions. And if not, I'll continue to move forward with the presentation. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to thank everybody for tuning in. And I'm just going to continue to keep going with this presentation. Now, if you had enough money to invest, again, most of the people who tuned in are already landlords, they're already investors, they're already partners, and they're already making tremendous amounts of money on their investments. But I'm going to continue to explain this for the people who just tuned in or the people who might watch this on YouTube. So this is something I want you to think about. Thank you for joining in. Steve and Laura, I appreciate you guys for checking in. 7-Star Gems, thank you for joining, brother. Appreciate you. So this is what I want you guys to consider or to understand about how investing in real estate really works. Now, these are real numbers, and I could show you these numbers, or if you look at my page, if you're familiar with them, you'll already see. If we were to buy a $60,000 property in the city of Killeen, Texas, a $60,000 property would only require a 20% down payment. Now, that's $12,000. It's not much money, right? 12 times 5, 60, so 20%. Now, if you had $12,000 in the bank, you could invest that money. The bank would let you borrow the other $48,000, and what would happen is we would get you a tenant. Tenants in a 3-bedroom apartment usually pay about $925. The numbers on the return after you paid your mortgage, you paid your property tax, and you paid your insurance are about 35 to 40%, which means you're going to make your money back in about 26 months, 28 months, depending on the exact price. Now, You're almost doubling your money every year. And that's your net return, right? That's after you paid everybody. That's what you take home. The reason why people who own real estate or invest in real estate make so much money is because there's 4 ways that you make money. Your rent profit is only one way. You also get the added benefit of the tenant paying your mortgage down. So that's more money in your bank. Oh, the kid, thank you for joining in. JT, thank you for joining in. So now that's the second way. So now you have rent income and you have somebody paying down your debt, which is money in the bank. You also have write-offs, because what happens is when you buy one of these properties, I'm going to help you set up an LLC. I'm going to help you protect your assets. And the added benefit of having an LLC or a limited liability corporation or a separate entity, a shell company that protects you in case of a lawsuit or any other damage that's associated with that property, what happens is now you get the added benefit of write-offs. So the same bills that you pay as a private citizen, you're not going to pay as a business. Right now, let's get some crowd engagement. Who here has a cell phone? If you have a cell phone, hit the heart button. Let me just see. Who has a cell phone? Who's paying a cell phone bill? There must be a little bit of lag, right? Because I see now the hearts are coming in, right? Shout out, thanks for joining, right? So everybody has a cell phone. But if you don't have a cell phone, rather, if you have a cell phone and you don't have an LLC, you're paying 100% of your bill. But now if you're running a business, that cell phone becomes a part of your business, you get to write off that bill. So it's like an instant built-in discount. So if you're saving $20 or $30 on your cell phone, that's $360 a year. That's money that's being added to your investment because now you're a landlord or now you're investing. So you get the added benefit of write-offs. And that's just one example. That's a very small example, but that's another example. The fourth way that you make money as a landlord is your property appreciates in value. And now when I'm telling you about these $60,000 houses, that's the price that we're getting them for. That's not the appraisal value. That's not the value that they're worth. Some of them will go up to $70,000 and $80,000. So if you purchase a house for $60,000 and it's worth $80,000, the day that you close on that property, you literally just made $20,000 because your gross worth, or your net worth rather, increased by $20,000. So let's go back over these numbers one more time. I'll take it slow. You invest $12,000, a bank gives you $48,000. You close on the property, you just made another $20,000. So on day one, you literally almost doubled your money. And what I can do is show you how to go to a bank and pull money out of that additional 20 after a few months of a positive rent roll. Now, when you get these houses, they come with tenants. That's one of the things my company provides. So the goal in this presentation is to get people to buy into the idea of just getting the ball rolling. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. And I've known people who started with me day one who haven't invested $1, but every time we talk, they tell me about how they can't wait to get in, how they can't wait to get started. And then they get a tax return, or they get a bonus from work, or they're bi-weekly, and then that twice a year comes where they get the extra check. And they just never seem to have any money to get involved. So if that's the case, you have to look at yourself. If you could live with 2 checks in a month, and then that month comes where the third check comes in, and you still don't have money, there has to be something that you're doing or not doing that's impacting your current situation. And if you don't love your current situation, then you have to understand that you're going to be in the same spot. So Laura has a question. Do you expect some of this to change because of COVID-19? Hey, Nova, thanks for joining in. I believe city to city, there's going to be different effects. In a place like Killeen, Texas, where we invest, there's not going to be a major change. The property values pretty much flatline. They grow with cost of living, right? But we're selling them or we're buying them at a discounted rate, so we have instant equity. In a place like New York, if I had to bet money, I would say that a lot of small landlords are going to be hurt. and those properties are going to get purchased for the dirt price, which is still overpriced, right? So if you have a duplex or a two-family in New York that's 1.2 million, let's talk about Bay Ridge, 1.2 million, 1.6, 1.8 million, and you have a motivated seller because the landlord can't afford to pay their mortgage because both tenants are not paying rent. And I can only imagine what court is going to be like in New York for evictions. It's already terrible out there. I can imagine the backlog, right? And Adam Kalish is on here. If you need a lawyer, Adam Kalish. You go see him. He's in Prospect Park in Brooklyn. Adam will tell you, we talk about this all the time. Adam's in court all day long. I can't imagine how long it's going to take to try to evict somebody in New York. So a lot of small landlords are going to get hurt. And I think there's going to be interesting opportunities to buy those types of properties in New York. But in a place like here, in a place like Killeen, you're going to stay consistent. Killeen's basic infrastructure and basic economy is based on the military and a lot of government subsidized homes. So there's a lot of Section 8 here, and there's a lot of housing, and there's a lot of military. So we haven't been affected by rents. In New York, Jersey, Philadelphia, which is Pennsylvania, Florida, and Texas, everybody's paid their rent, thank God. We have a few people who paid late, but everybody's been able to pay their rent. So I have maybe another 10 minutes. I anticipated this taking 30 minutes tops because this is not really a long conversation. If you want to do some Q&A, we could kind of taper off. But I want to take this time really quickly to give a shout out, right? So CYOE, Create Your Own Empire. Again, that's Shannon Brown. She helped us with this presentation. You're welcome, Laura. She offers these slides and she offers a tutorial. You can check out her page. I'm going to make sure I get her page up here for you really quickly. But Shannon is awesome. She helps small businesses get started up. She also interviewed me on her show, the Proud Brown CEO, and basically she's great. Look, there she goes right there. Create Your Own Empire. So Create Your Own _empire. Check her out. She helps you. She has awesome tutorials. She's really, really proactive in making sure that women are being represented equally in the marketplace and in business. She's awesome. Thank you everybody else who's joining in. And we also have a gift. So peace, man. Thanks for joining in. We have a gift from one of our sponsors. Yeah, we're getting sponsored now. So we're not done yet, Shannon, but thank you. I'm glad that you appreciate it. So shout out to the Coach Wilson. So I'm going to read this. I got to make sure I get this right. Coach Wilson is an advisor. He gives insight on cryptocurrency and other financing. He helps entrepreneurs and go-getters get more energy and focus so they can experience more productive and fulfilling days. That's his tag, and we have a gift. $60 value. $60 value. So this is Smart Cocoa. I'm not going to open the box. It's sealed, but I'm going to tell you how you can go ahead and get this. Smart Cocoa. It makes you smarter, and it wakes you up so you can be more productive as a business person. As we know, we as business people maximize every hour of every day. So if you want to get this prize, here goes what you're going to do. And, shipping and handling is on us. I want you to go follow the Coach Wilson, and I want you to comment. I'm going to tag him in a post once this is done. And when I tag him in the post, I just want you to hashtag busy money. Hashtag busy money. If you hashtag busy money, I'm going to put your name in the hat. As soon as your name goes in that hat, I'll do a live drawing. You guys will have 24 hours to do this. And whoever wins will DM you. And you get this Smart Cocoa. It's a delicious product. And Coach Wilson is an amazing guy. You should follow him anyway. But if you want this $60 value, this Smart Cocoa, you're going to go on the post. And you're going to hashtag busy money. So if you got nothing else today, you got an opportunity to win a $60 product. So Brooklyn Video Games, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining. And if you're in Brooklyn, go check out Brooklyn Video Games. They're in, I want to say, the Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst area over on 18th Avenue. You could drop your address if you want to, brother. Appreciate you. Marva Moon, is that safe for pregnant women? I'm going to find out. But guess what? If I send it to you, it's all sealed. And if you do win this, you wait till after you're pregnant to drink it. Okay. Create your own empire. What would you like me to repeat? And yeah, Migs, the Notorious Bears shirt. If you guys are interested in getting this product, I only support people who support what we're doing in their small businesses. So every time you see me wearing something, it's going to be supporting a friend, supporting an investor, supporting a small business, supporting something I really like, right? Like, I don't wear stuff I don't like. I don't promote products I don't necessarily like. So I have to like it too. But then on top of it, the added value is helping a small business and helping out a friend. So, okay, so how do you win? After this video, no problem. After this video, I'm going to make a post. It might just be a screenshot of this, and somebody sent me the screenshot. I'm not even sure, but it's going to be a post. I'm going to tag Coach Wilson in it. All you have to do is two things. You're going to follow Coach Wilson, and in his comments, you're going to put the hashtag Busy Money. Now, if you're not sure who Busy Money is, I'll make sure that you see who Busy Money is. Let me just see what I have, because Shannon set me up with this amazing presentation, right? So you're going to hashtag Busy Money, because today we're all about making our money work for us. If you share out the page and somebody works with me and they're your referral, you get a referral fee. Every time. My company, my consultations start at $500. You get 10%. So if 5 people work with me, you just got $250. If I end up working with a client and they become a landlord and they make $900 a month, which means they make $10,000 a year, and I make $1,200 off of that client, you get 10% of that. The goal in this is for you to start getting that passive income so that you can become a landlord and go forward. That's all we're trying to do here. I'm giving you guys basically $1 million worth of game for free. And you deserve it because you took the time to tune into this. You could have been anywhere. You chose to be here with me. Because this segment will be on YouTube, and then everything after would just be Q&A. The next piece is not going on YouTube. I'm being compensated for my time right now. So you take advantage of this opportunity. I want you all to commingle. If you watch this video again, I want you to follow everybody you see here. Everybody on here is getting money. Now, I wanted to drop something. This wasn't created for this presentation. It was news that I got the other day. So we have Tony Ringgold. Tony, if you're still with us, chime in. If you're not, I understand. Tony's a very, very busy person. Tony's a radio host of B106. So B106 for my people in New York is like Kiss FM. It's like Hot 97. My people in Killeen know what B106 is. When I started telling people, my close friends out here that I'm going to get interviewed on B106, they were like, B106. So they really, really, really know what it is. It's a hip hop station. Tony showed love just because we met, we worked together. She was like, I got to get you on my show. So I'm going to be on Tony's show next week, or rather this week, Friday. It's called Sundays at the Square. Because of COVID-19, I'm not allowed to go to the station. We're going to shoot via satellite, kind of this type of situation. And then it's going to go on their website, and it's going to go on their page and their Facebook page, and it's going to go on her page. So tune in live. I'm going to promote it. It's 12 noon Central Time. This is something I'm really proud of. I'm really excited about. And shout out to Real Stone Realty Media. They took this photo. That's basically it as far as this presentation goes. Told you. Hey everyone, I'm just doing a quick drawing really fast for those who tuned in yesterday, watched our live. We told you we were going to give away a gift, and we told you how to get that gift. The time has come. So what I'm going to do is, hey, what's going on? Here we have our Post-its with everybody's names on them. I'm going to tear these, and I'm going to put them in our box here. So just bear with me. Hello, Latinisms, just in time. Check it out. Oh, I'm gonna shake these up. Put the top on it. Nova Cash, just in time. Let's see who won. So, shout out to Brittany. Brittany, we're gonna send you a DM. Congratulations.